This is Qunu today. Its homesteads scattered across the hillside. Nelson Mandela was actually born in the smaller village of Mveso in the hills beyond. And when the founding father of modern democratic South Africa came to live here after his father died, he and his mother lived in a simple mud-walled, thatch-roofed house, cooking over an open fire. Decades later, after he was released from his 27 years in prison and became president, he built for himself the red-roofed house that we can see on the ridge over there. Now, his burial place nearby. When he was growing up here, Nelson Mandela and his young friends used to slide down these rocks on the hills overlooking Qunu, do so on large, flat stones. They used to have stick fights with one another, and they used to hunt birds with slingshot. But Nelson Mandela also showed interest in the tribal meetings held by traditional leaders around here. And he says he learnt many lessons about the way they came to decisions. He wrote about it in his book, The Long Walk to Freedom. I've always endeavoured, he says, to listen to what each and every person in a discussion had to say before venturing my own opinion. Oftentimes, my own opinion will simply represent a consensus of what I heard in the discussion. Nelson Mandela's association with this village has certainly brought its practical advantages. Today, there are more substantial houses with more rooms, in many cases like this, with tin roofs, even tile roofs. Electricity has come to the village, more clean water as well. But for people here, as in so much of South Africa, the biggest challenge remains jobs. And even if youngsters here feel they have a little more opportunity nowadays, so many of them are still unemployed. And in many ways, indeed, rural life here, like in much of South Africa, has not changed so much since the days that Nelson Mandela was living here himself. And so the big question here is, what will they see in Qunu of the legacy of their most famous son?